Hopefully this works now. Sorry for the delay, folks. I've been trying to get the stream running, but the internet has decided to be weird tonight. Alright, it stressed me out a little bit, and I swore off camera. I don't like being an angry type of person, but honestly, this hobby does push me to my limits sometimes, even if I don't get viewership. I try to do my best nonetheless. After all, it's for everyone. I'm doing this for myself to help me be clear, but I'm also doing it for anyone who wishes to watch me. And sometimes that does include me being a little frustrated at things not working out. Now, it's a normal human reaction to do. But let's start off with a more positive topic. What's my favorite breakfast food? Currently, once again, like I said earlier, it's oatmeal. You can do so much with it. There's so much you can create with it. You can put cinnamon on it. You can put sugar on it. You can put fruit on it. Cut up some bananas or strawberries. Needs maybe a little bit of sugar, or like not the straight crystals, but powder sugar. Like you can make oatmeal's healthy, but there's so many ways you can make it unhealthy. Like it's no, it's no joke. In all honesty, this sort of stuff. I'm still a little frustrated by my internet going out. It's something. I do try my best not to get angry. I really do. Ooh, but evidently, the internet sometimes just doesn't want to work. And you know, that can be frustrating as you get out. And sometimes you just lose your temper. I try not to, but it's hard sometimes.
His spouse, a fallow doe. They settled at the head of the Onon River to raise their offspring, and there were born the Mongols. So begins my life's work, the secret history of the Mongols. I have been selected to compose this epic because great events are about to take place. We are going to leave Mongolia. I have lived always on this frigid, dry, and endless steppe. The tribes here squabble like vultures, fighting over the desiccated corpse of a marmot. We fight over limited resources, scarce water, few trees, sparse grass for our herds to graze on. A wise and dangerous man named Temujin means to change all this. He says that if the tribal conflict is to end, the Mongols require but two things. First, we need green pastures for our herds. With more to go around, there will be less competition among tribes. Second, we are a culture of warriors. We need a common enemy with which to do battle. To meet both these needs, Temujin has come up with the most modest of schemes, to unite the tribes and go to war with anyone who stands in our path. How, we ask him, how can nomadic horsemen in felt tents embark on a campaign of world conquest? Temujin replies that we will not fight as warriors, but as a unified army. We fight not for personal glory, but for the glory of the Horde. And with those words, the name of Temujin has passed into almost obscurity. His name is replaced with the title Great Khan, Genghis Khan.
Ah, what an excellent story. I'm getting shivers. I will say, out of all the stories here, this campaign always has my favorite because there's so much you had here, because you feel the movement more so than any other campaigns, and especially in transition to DE. In my opinion, and now this may be a little controversial, I feel like I do enjoy the voice actor for the Genghis Khan campaign more than I 2 for the original HD edition. All the rest, I prefer HD edition, but this one, it has a little bit of, how you say, quality. but you know what I mean. After all, that sort of quality is hard to find, and once you find it, it's glorious. Great horde.
The horde of Genghis Khan approaches.
Really weird way to all your warriors a horde, but who am I to judge? Odds are there's a horse somewhere in the corner of the map that prevents us from losing immediately.
You must convince as many as you can to join our glorious army. But beware the Karakitai. They are without honor.
Righto, righto. Let's get moving. And let's claim glory for Genghis Khan. Great Khan. Ah, get water. Gonna die.
We will follow you if you prove to us that you are favored by the sky gods. Bring to us a holy relic.
Which means we have to get a monk. Which is often by getting sheep. If you know how the song dance goes. Excuse me. God, if you swallow water the wrong way, it really does kill you. Which, like I have. It's just what happens.
Has been hard, and our warriors are hungry. Bring us 20 sheep, and we will join you.
Righto,
If
righto.
you are injured, our monks can heal you.
So can any other monk. That's alright. We're not gonna stop that. Not at all. If I remember correct, there's a monastery up here. That we can deal with. They're so insistent on their chase. Chase that they forget they can always be outplayed. Hey, it's such fools, such fools, such fools indeed. So eager to get blood, you see. But you know, the thing about such eager foes, you can easily lead them to their doom, you know. The poor thing about this AI, it's so easier to go out and fight, but it never stops thinking about the consequences that might arise. And thus you can outplay and outrun them oh so easily. How fun. And though. And there we go. A monastery, that's for sure. Oh, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for sheep to herd about, after all. Well, that's the thing we need, no doubt. Gotta get moving, gotta keep grooving, gotta keep going, folks. You know. Oh, such as though, and gather up sheep such as those. Our warriors go and search for more. There's more down here, I think. The exploration, and should be pretty neat. But you never know. You gotta keep moving, you gotta keep flowing, you gotta keep on going, you know. After all, you have no idea what you might find, don't you know? It's almost sad, really, that you're confined to Dark Age, because size is so limited. You can't find what you must, you know. That's how it must be, then so it must be. With the short line of sight and good old reverie, We will take what is ours and move forward, you know. Oh, and never stop our flow. Yeah, you're doing good, don't you? Don't, never you mind. And as we keep moving on with good time, explore the map, find what we need. I have no idea what awaits us, but hopefully it'll grace us indeed. A wider stance to help us explore. After all, better map coverage is best thing to help us find what we adore. Our herdables and sheep and the goodies of all kinds. Ah, such an adventure is so sublime.
The Naiman are our enemy. If you drive them from the steppes, then and only then we'll rejoin you.
The Naiman are our enemy. Then and only then we will join you. We'll find our sheep one way or another. It won't be too much bother. After all, there's so much to explore, you know. After all, such an adventure is not a bore, you know. At the map already explored, but not much sheep, not many sheep in sight. Right, to a door. As a little bit stressful, a little bit annoyed, but you know how it is. Something we adore. We just gotta keep moving, got to keep on grooving. And you know, as it always needs to be. Before da 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 da. But yeah, it really does come down to what do you prefer, like cavalry or cavalry archers. Here's, you know. And usually I don't like take on such an enemy until my horde grows even more. Well, what a shame. But we'll put it such much good use, you know. You won't stop us now, we won't go without flow. Oh, here's the pen, don't you know? Bring out their horde. Time for a show. They'll come forth the adventure, don't you know? What a shame that they fell so low. Oh, with their arrogance in tow. The Karakitai, they'll fell before one such as I. Anyway, that should be enough. I'll have to bring them under our control, so fly. I know I'm trying my best, I know I'm being a dork, but you know how it goes. That was an exploration galore. Then we'll take the relic and bring them over there, and then we'll trample the light cavalry. You have the It's right there. The old of Genghis Khan approaches. Come on then, little sheep. We have some allies. We don't want to keep waiting. For your contributions will be glorious, you see. Yes, our army will incredibly grow ever more, don't you know? Total 20, as you can see.
Thank you, Great Khan. We will honor our word by providing you with these.
Look at those monks go! Twitch. Righto, righto. And now we have a much greater army that we can use in much faster flow. And there we go. Oh, the monastery will be destroyed. It'll just take some time, don't you know? So we'll just sit here and wait, I guess, as things will go the way, you know? It takes some time. As always, it does take some time, don't you know? How terribly slow. Oh, we're only at an 8th of, like, 13/20ths of the way done. Oh, what a bore. This is no fun. Watching the monastery destroyed, it takes some time. Now that's an ending ever so sublime. Anyway, to the Gadiads we shall go, and the allies we shall be shown. On strong men Magnadai, who fire so quickly and so fly, so much better than most cavalry archers is my oh my. And that's how it is with one so fly. I have to keep an eye on the other guy. I do really love how it just shows you if you hold it down like that. It's just so much more convenient, I will say, to have it shown to you so easy this day. I'd rather have more cavalry archers, mobility, you see, but after all, there's not a great need for diversity, saying the only enemies that we need to concern ourselves are with the Karakitai, and they're not that great, feeling, you see.
We will ride with the Great Khan.
Righto, righto, ride with us indeed. The Nyman shall die next, shall see. After all, first come, first serve, I suppose. Indeed. Oh, more sheep for me. How pleasant indeed. Indeed, after all, we probably didn't have to take on the Karakitai indeed. But you know how it is. Brings swift death indeed. And when you outnumber them, death comes even swifter, you see. There we are, done and done. Such is the deed. That's why we need more, like, cavalry. Deal with such annoyances, you see. Now we will heal ourselves up before we take down the Nyman. And destroy them and bring them off the steppe, you see. There we There we are indeed. It's time to ride forth, destroy our enemies, take down the Nyman. And don't you see? And we'll slaughter them to a number, bring them to their knees, and that there'll be nothing left. Just you wait and see.
We are at war with the Taijuns. Destroy their camp and we will join you.
And there we go, done and done indeed. We'll send you out, collect our allies indeed. While the rest of our army heals up from this nefarious steed. Nothing left indeed for this enemies you see after we destroyed them so thoroughly. Taijuns. Taijuns. Whatever they're called. We had quite a ball. But their number is diminished as our enemies slaughtered, driven from the steppe. With so much of a cloud of bother. Oh well. Too bad for them.
You have done well. We will ride with you.
Shame it had to happen, you see. Why did they pass 100 gold? What use do we have for 100 gold? We can't really buy anything. Unless you're talking about the market over here, but by the time we get that, that's kind of useless for us. That's quite honestly. Not much we can do with it, really. Anyway, the army's returned. Time to keep flowing. Let's keep on going, as you know. And we'll right click over here to defend ourselves, you see. We don't want to be ambushed by the Karakitai, you see. But yeah. The Nyman were better defended of the two, you know. But we made our choice and we'll stick with it now, you know.
You must prove that our people will benefit from this alliance. There is a great wolf, Onlu, whose pack has been attacking our flocks. Slay him, and we will join your horde.
Righto, indeed. Quite the simple task indeed. Simple from brutal, don't you see? God send our army, swallow a wolf, you know. Let's Ornlu the wolf, a deadly enemy. Oh, the relic. Like we could have obtained. Oh well, that's just how the story goes again. But you know how it is, and how the show must go. You know. Oh, don't want to be too obvious of a foe. Up the mountain we go. Stay a wolf of legendary status. Don't worry, we completely and utterly have this. How threatening indeed. Oh, that's Orlu. Didn't know Orlu was the one attacking, indeed. What a shame, you see.
Yes, that is the pelt of the Great Wolf. We will join your Genghis Khan, and to seal the agreement, we will give you the gift of flaming arrows.
4 Mongol tribes now follow the banner of Genghis Khan. The rest of the world will soon know true fear.
I'm in Neckin, Stephen, indeed, with how Mongols tore through Eurasia, indeed.
Nearly all of the Mongol tribes have united under the Great Khan. The chieftains of those tribes reluctant to join were boiled alive. Each day, new faces have taken up the bow. Unfamiliar hands hold the 9 bands of yak hair that has become Genghis's standard. There are more men and horses gathered in the camp than I ever knew existed. Horse archers and lancers, men in leather cuirass and silk armor, all lift their heads upward to the platform from where Genghis speaks. The Great Khan calls himself the punishment of God. Men smile like hungry wolves. It is dawn on the first day of the Mongol Empire.
And dawn of a great thing indeed. We'll turn the map and see what we missed, you see. Some sheep there. What about over here? A few there, indeed. Nothing too significant, indeed. Just some sheep all around, if we want to avoid combat like a proper clown. Oh, and a Karakitai outpost, else for us to run into. Just a few. Another relic up there in the mountaintops I can see. Oh well, that's how it must be. Recurrent game, and next level we shall go. No need to
Winter has come to the steppes. The earth is frozen hard as bone, and the only movement is the steam rising from the nostrils of men and horses. Only the promise of battle brings warmth. Nearly all of the tribes in Mongolia now answer to Genghis Khan, but with success comes enemies. A man named Kushluk has challenged Genghis's right to rule. Kushluk sows discord among the Karakatai Khanate, and means to have himself proclaimed as a rival Khan. Genghis cannot allow these transgressions to go unpunished. He needs to set an example. So we ride west to find and slay Kushluk. If the Karakatai shelter him, then their lives are forfeit as well.
Quite a brutality indeed. Let's see what we can do, quite frankly. 125, 50 more than you used to be. Part of me does want to do the tradition.
I spotted a Tai Chun village to the north. Perhaps the inhabitants can be persuaded to join us.
There's part of me that indeed that wants to see us do the traditional route of, you know, an underhanded victory, but you know, I'm not so cruel indeed.
Please don't hurt us. We can aid in your blood feud.
Righto, let's go forth indeed. We do not falter. We cannot, as you see. Gotta keep moving, gotta keep grooving, as we've always done, indeed. Need to slow down means death and dishonor, don't you see? Let's see, let's move and grow. Can't stop now, there's no need to slow. Oh, after all, it's hunting we must go. A hunting we must go? A hunting we must go. Oh, there's no need to stop, no need to slow. Oh, a hunting we must go. Oh, and towers indeed we shall show. Oh, after all, it's best form of defense, don't you know? Oh, especially when castles. Well, they're not really on the table, don't you know? Well, castles are indeed on the table, I can now see. But let's not get too greedy yet. Indeed. After all, there's only so much we can do, you see. Should our enemy choose to take advantage of our revelry. Can't stop now, we can't slow down, we can't go before you know. Gotta be who we are, don't you know? Gotta be who we are with pride. And
We will destroy this great tent. Genghis Khan will sleep in the dirt with the camels.
annoying indeed. Hey, but they always slaughtered. Just you wait and see. Righto, indeed. It's time to age up now. Quite frankly. See? Can't stop now, can't slow down. His empire he's making now. But yes, an adventure awaits. We already have so much on our plate. Especially now with enemies abound. Can't stop now, we can't slow down. We gotta keep moving. Can't be too much of a glory hound. But glory indeed. He shall come in time with fame and fortune so sublime. After all, everything happens in good time. Ah yes, an edge of the map. Nothing to worry about yet. Or possibly, without a doubt. Oh yes, indeed, it's an edge I can see, which means we can roll off somewhere. Or much closer now, quite clearly. But that does mean more. We got X and market galore. Well, transition to farms. And now's the time. After all. Oh, we have to make those resources oh so sublime. Come on now, we can't stop now. Righto, indeed. We'll just place a palisade here for safety. Very well indeed, if that's how it ought to be. You shall discourage them with spearmen, and now, as you can clearly see, wood must be produced. Quite swiftly indeed. Can't stop now, or the situation will only get more deadly. Just can't stop now, gotta keep grooving now, gotta keep moving, and how? You can't stop now, you can't stop ever. Dun, dun.
Барилгачин. Барилгачин.
Dun, dun.
Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин. Захир. Барилгачин.
Down. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Барилгачин. Бэлэн байна.
Da da da. Da 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 da.
Барилгачин.
I watch her over there to keep watch. Not so fair. As you know it. Oh, as needs must. Can't keep going so blindly as we usually must. Must keep watch, gotta keep defensive. Gotta keep eye on all things without getting too pensive. After all, there's so much to do, so much to see.
Захир.
It's so easy to get lost in one's own reverie.
Барилгачин. Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
There we go, defensively.
Бэлэн байна.
We shall build up. Quite easily, you see.
Амар мэндүү. Барилгачин. Барилгачин. Бэлэн байна.
There we are easily enough. Held to our own defenses without too much of a bluff. But either way, we must keep going, gotta keep flowing, can't stop now.
Захир.
Oh, that'd just be a poor showing.
Барилгачин. Модчин.
Don't you know? It's quite clear to me what this must show. Yeah, but normally I'm not one to be this defensive, you know.
Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
Oh well. It's all in good fun, you know. Oh, it's all a good show. Oh, as we slowly build up to this and our property, you know.
Амар мэндүү. Тийм үү? Уур хаачин.
And there we go. Let's let the Mongols, you know.
Амар мэндүү. Модчин.
Oh, and then they'll be ready to absolutely flow.
Захир.
And down they go. They're like cavalry. He's not much of a foe. And slaughtered down to a number, just as so. Ah, done easily enough. All good show. Sell some food for a little bit of gold. Where exactly is that tower attacking now? If I may be so bold. Ugh. Annoyance. Against you, no doubt. How it's continuing to unfold. Soon enough we'll get into the swing of things. A horde of cavalry for me, I thinks. And us we shall show them the ropes as we truly begin to make them fold. Well, nothing to worry about, nothing to as you can see. as we tear them apart so easily. But yes, a cavalry army for us indeed.
Amrmindu.
Have to make sure our mounted units have more hit points. Better for us.
Bitin ban.
That's it in the long term, boys. Well, it's time to get ready. Time to prepare siege.
Timo.
As usual, don't you know? Well, it's only fair, as far as I can see. Let's see. We're gonna have some step lancers instead.
Bitin ban.
Find more equal foe in our have a more equal foe presented instead.
Zachar. Barlichchen.
After all, it must needs must is what must be done. Either way, we're just still here to have some fun. There's only so much we can do, you know. Only so much which I can say. That will not make us feel too incompetent this day.
Zachar.
But either way, our foes will soon rue the day. They crossed us, so says I say. There we are. Slain with ease, as usual, I say. Normally I try to assassinate Kushlak like this day. I have to stay my hand, yes. As I see, I must stay my hand, yes. And before I begin to slay.
Amrmindu. Barlichchen.
Either way, they'll be slain soon enough. Don't you worry, this day. We'll keep moving and gotta keep producing.
Timo. Barlichchen.
And take advantage of the new top limit, did I say.
Barlichchen.
Amrmindu. Matchung.
A single monk for us today. It's important for us, as that's how we'll slay. And step lancers indeed to help us this very important day. After all, we never got to use step lancers before in the campaign before. So you have to mind. Please don't mind if I use them before they become a bore.
Zachar.
Bitin ban.
After all,
Barlichchen.
is how one operates
Amrmindu,
VR.
Zachar. Barlichchen.
A Mongol victory indeed? Well, that's a bit late, quite frankly. Archetype. shall fall to one as strong as I. There's no need to worry, there's no need to be in any sort of fury. After all, I'm the one to plot your downfall, so please don't scary. Commerce buys all? Yes, indeed. Especially in this little gay age of empires, you see.
Timo, Amr Mindu.
After all, my strategies will see my enemies slain and that plans undone. Oh, this is going to prove to be so much fun. Whatever happens, whatever it might be. Let's show them true strength indeed. Da-da. Da-da-da. Da-da. Alright, let's build ourselves a castle defensively, of course. And let's slaughter our enemies down. Let's show them what we have in store. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Don't be slow. Show them the consequences of attacking us, don't you know? As their entire army shall surely be brought low.
Is our guest. It would be most rude for us to send him away.
I'll bring him forth to a show. Step Lancers will show them what for, don't you know? There we are, slaughtered down to a number. Their pathetic army leaves us plenty of room to plunder. Either way, we can't wait much longer. There's a settlement to be plundered. There we are. I think it's time for a university. The university in archery range, hammering ballistics. As you can probably see. Time to stop being so gentle, I see. An army of Magnum die for me, indeed. And time to use their absurd food exchange rate in favor of me. Let's show them what for. Indeed, glorious tour. Or as we continue to bolster our numbers, as and grow, or what have even more. Or we search Thumbring, get some ballistics in here. After all, we will truly give them something to fear.
Амар байна уу? Би болгоё.
Time to ruin a few lives. And make them all go goodbye.
Genghis Khan, we must flee.
Such a shame they've gone to run. Either way, we'll soon have our fun. Ushlak shall be slain, and his army undone. And there's nothing you can do about it, you see. It's time for fun. Anyway, take care of the Karakitai, knowing that they've been an annoying thorn in my side. Follow them down to number. Get little Genghis proud tonight. No mercy for them, no mercy indeed. Shall it not be a show for them to escape, you see. Time to wreak havoc, time to sow a seed of destruction in enemy tonight, don't you see? Let's see,
Амар байна уу?
They resigned, yes indeed.
Сургаал сонс.
Lucky for us. Soon it'll be time for us to lay siege.
Соёрхий.
You do need a villager or two to come set up camp, you know.
Уурхайчин.
Захир. Би болгоё. Бэлэн байна. Модчин. Амар модчин. Тийм үү?
You here will come and you will be a villager, you see.
Барилгачин. Барилгачин. Барилгачин.
After all, we need a starting point for an army.
Барилгачин. Барилгачин.
And we can't slow down, no way. There's so much harming to be done.
Захир.
Mongolai and steppe lances are the choice of tonight. Let them show our fearsome delight of swords and of lances and swords and bows and knife, indeed. And you'll show them what truly means to fall into the plight of Mongol and fall under such plight. So brutal indeed, don't you see? Well, soon it'll be time to lay siege. Gotta admit, this is as fun as can be.
Захир.
Амар мэндүү барилгачин.
Gonna have to improve the stone mining location a bit soon as well, as you can clearly see. Let's see indeed. It will have to make more villagers. Yes, indeed. To support an army for our voracious greed. We gotta move forward, we gotta lay siege, you can't slow down now. Now you see.
Болгоосноо. За зүйтэй.
So an army so great. 8 fearsome in size. Their downfall shall come as no surprise.
Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
Амар мэндүү барилгачин.
Soon an army of black cavalry shall all the steps indeed tonight.
Барилгачин.
They shall know not mercy or sleep at all tonight.
Амар мэндүү барилгачин.
There we are indeed.
Тийм үү?
But the Karaki tide gone, I don't need to slay them like an enemy.
Захир. Амар
A
мэндүү
useless distraction, as you probably can
барилгачин.
see.
Захир. Барилгачин.
There we are indeed. Developing resources for a great, strong, fearsome army. Let's see indeed. We find Kushlak the coward and slay him indeed. That's fair. Their own brutal army. Slain D. That's the purpose of assembly. But yes, they shall not be able to stand. No longer if I reveal my hand. Anyway, but
Тийм үү?
so easy they were slain. It's almost a shame.
Уухачин.
Run them down, and do not give them rest. You will not find an opportunity to flee, and that's for the best.
Such is the vengeance of the great Khan.
Kushluk is dead. Easy enough, you see. Usually he flees his castle, something broke, quite clearly. Oh well for he. That's no reason for a fuss. After all, by a destiny that called us.
Genghis Khan knows that there are weapons aside from the lance and bow. He is a master of mental warfare. Just as he has made an example of Kushluk, he makes examples of enemy lands. When we first encounter a new adversary, the great Khan spares no one. We ride to the closest town, slay every living thing, burn down the city, sow the fields with salt, and make a mountain of enemy skulls. After that, the other towns are quick to send forth their emissaries, eager to placate the ravenous Mongol hordes.
What a delight indeed. Let's return to the map and see what there is to see. Not too fearsome a layout indeed. A few buildings to defend themselves, indeed. But either way, it wouldn't have done much. He would have been overrun quite quickly, with no need to rush. But there is a little achievement you get here as well. An assassination Kushluk would be swell. But next level we go into China. We shall take care of such a great empire.
All of Mongolia is in the grasp of Genghis Khan. Beyond are two vast empires, China to the east and Persia to the west. Persia is the sensible choice of battle, since it separates us from the rich forage pastures in Europe. But first, Genghis Khan has another score to settle. After witnessing the power of our cavalry in action, the Chinese spoke of nothing but peace. They even promised support for our campaign westward. But now that we have turned away from China, they have decided not to deliver the men and arms they promised Genghis. It is time for another demonstration. Persia can wait as the horde wheels east once more, and we prepare to march into China, the largest, most advanced empire in the world.
Well, time to go. Need to catch some villagers, don't you know? We'll down and destroy them, you know? And put on for ourselves a mighty good show.
Great Khan, we have captured a transport ship.
Is that what counts for the Great Wall now? A thin little strip of wall? Back in my day, it used to be three units thick, you know. Was there really such a struggle? Was it really such a fuss that such a downgrade became not only necessary but a must? What a shame, what a shame, what a shame indeed.
Mongols, run for your lives!
Something must have such a need to have happened. Indeed.
Great Khan, with these engineers, we can establish a stronghold in China and construct powerful engines of destruction.
Timo Matchung Zute.
Indeed we shall. Oh, north indeed. But there is so much more that we need to see. Oh, there's the Great Wall, I remember. Yes, indeed. Powerful and strong and fearsome indeed. We'll send some back over here for now. We shall. Soon we'll see our enemy's destruction unfold, and how. After all, but there are other matters we need to settle first. After all, establishing a colony is no easy matter. I'm glad that's not all that remains of Great Wall indeed. Would have been a pathetic explanation in sight, indeed. Tear down on that tower. It'll annoy me otherwise. And we'll send another scout out. Find other matters. There's other engineers we need to find. Destroy some towers indeed. Oh, what's this? No worries indeed. No great change. Just something I thought as I happened to see. Time to build some houses. They're creative indeed. But yeah, there's an important thing to do here, you see. You have some engineers to find for you and me. But for good reason, you shall soon see. Actually, no. I'm not currently feeling Age Empires 2, you know? Oh, after all, I'm not gonna be ending soon. Just wait right here, you know. I'm feeling something more adventurous indeed. You wait for something, and wait and see. We're going back to a classic, don't you know? Oh, something I started off my channel with, you know. Oh, after all, it'll be a fun thing to return to now. No. You'll listen close, hear it now. Now it's time to go back to where it all began now. Jeez. Had to handle that real quick, don't you see? But give it a second. It's been a while since we played this indeed. I'm just feeling something more adventurous, you see. Age of Empires 2 is fun, you know, but right now I'm craving something more intense, you know. Something requires more attention, more focus indeed. Something that I can rhyme and in good time and adventure forth, you see. After all, we played this while I was in beta, and ventured forth and Clovis, but now we'll start the run, exploring as it is fully updated. There's so much to see, you know. Oh, let's get some exploring down, don't you know? And in truth, I will say, the reason I'm stopping Age of Empires 2 early today is partially because I was exhausted, you see. Because the frustration of what went wrong earlier today indeed. Look closely now, his arms uncorrupted, but soon it'll change. Just wait for us not to be interrupted. pulled forward by a powerful curse, we must explore without worry, without getting ourselves into a hearse. Ah, such a familiar sight indeed. Let's go exploring, quite frankly indeed. Light, torch, which we are familiar with, you know. Oh, but they just a good reminder for anyone new, you know. Oh, after all, it's been such a long time since we've had the opportunity to do something so sublime. And such as an action roguelike, indeed, you know. There we are. Our trigger finisher indeed. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. That's basic combat indeed. Ah. There we are. There we are. They're done and done. Done indeed. It's such a time to parry. And dodge. Dodge and counter indeed. Come on now, don't be shy. I won't hurt you. Too much indeed. Come on, quit screaming. And come on and try and hit me. And now parry. Now it's time for me to parry you indeed. Done and done. That's the end of training. Let's go forth. Before someone ends up complaining, it's time for adventure. Time for greed. It's time for something more indeed. But yeah, in truth, I'll say the frustration of the internet not working earlier today. Left a bad taste in my mouth, don't you see? Because quite frankly, you can understand my frustration. You see, when you try to make something work and it doesn't, you see, especially when you try over and over again. Indeed, the frustration ever so palpable indeed. But for now, we'll continue on with something that is basically a relaxing game for me. As intense as it might be. A roguelike relaxing oxymoron indeed, because they're also intensive and fighting indeed. The enemies abound, and so many to see. It truly sounds like an oxymoron indeed. But who knows? Who cares? Who really will make us cease, you see. Because right now, what I want is some relaxation indeed, and for you to share it with me. As well, I enjoy Age of Empires 2, you see, is by far of the games that stress me out, is one of the top indeed. 1, 2, and 3. Greedy am I? I wouldn't say so. Not something so sublime. Offer my blood. I can take the hit. And a bit more max health. Health is absolute bliss. Time for some gold indeed. Let's go forward and see. There's so much more to do, you see, between you and I, as I can plainly see. There we are. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's the score. And there we go. Oh, not too greedy, not too much of a bore. A Signwire sword is much better, you know. Oh, because the ritual sword is good, don't get me wrong. Watching the basketball, some dudes, that is unusual, is always more fun. And as a vigor, I'll take it indeed. After all, there's nothing else we have right now that we need. First curse, what will be? First curse would run indeed. Visions of madness, hallucinations and visions, quite frankly. Ah, but how fun it shall be indeed. He'd see them all fall before me. Can't let you finish, can't let you get greedy. And now, let's knock down some walls, see what there is to see for me. Indeedy. Ah, how much here? Bit of a bore. Oh, come on now, don't leave me here to snore. Gotta be quick, gotta be swift, but I do have quite the quip. Ah, 1, 2, 3 indeed. Ain't quite that greedy, if you ask me. Ah, more damage to lightning attacks, I'll take it, yes indeed. Rain lightning down on the enemy quite swiftly, see. One, 2, 3 indeed. And greedy as I can be, it's only for the best, don't you see? As you increase our health and damage for me, we shall slay the first enemy quite clearly indeed. There's no need to worry, there's no need to fuss. The adventure's only just begun. So there's no need to rush. One and 2. Ah, so it's nice to be greedy and take a little dagger indeed. After all, it's my favorite weapon, you see. Yeah, a sword and dagger, not the ideal combination, but it plays well indeed. I tend these indeed. Time to go on, time to move forward. Can't stay for too long, you know. Okay. Let's see, indeed, where this gets me. And there we are, and yes indeed. That's why Claw and Daggers is so swift indeed. But we don't have the claw yet, but just you wait. Some improvements will be at stake. A bit more perception, not bad indeed. I'll take it, if nothing else indeed. Got ourselves an upgrade, quite swiftly indeed, so we can profit of our venture indeed. Right then, right then. There we are. Are such simple enemies indeed? They can't really do all that much harm. There we are. There we are indeed. As our enemies so swiftly take care for me. Ah, turn your back on me, will you now? Oh, but a mistake made. Well, it doesn't matter, you're dead now. I'll improve it, you see, there's nothing better indeed. A little bit of a curse, but oh well indeed. Can't stop now, can't bother to cease. Gotta keep moving, gotta keep grooving. Now there's no need to worry, you see. A deadly obsession, most deadly when you're in your final breath. Keep your enemies in sight, they will feature resolve. Like sound reducer 1, cover 2 when one's killed. But a deadly obsession indeed. But not too deadly for me. It changes how I fight, yes indeed, but not too much that would cripple me. Yeah, let's see. There's a wall break down here, no need to worry. And let's go find what treasure would make us scary. Occult revolver? Boring indeed. Nothing I truly need. But there's a wealth of wealth we had here, yes indeed. I truly do love Age Empires too, but the Mongol campaign, woo! It truly, of all of them, even compared to Barbarossa, it exhausts you. But that may just be me. You see? Yeah, I don't really take much damage, so no, there is no need. Gains obtain an offering gear object to the god increased by 33%. Never seen that symbol of that before. Let's see. They're all +3 dexterity, so I'll just take the scroll sake and songs for me. Gotta keep moving, gotta keep grooving, gotta be swift indeed. Let's get some more attributes for me. You can't stop now, can't hold back when we're so clearly on the attack. Gotta be swift, gotta be brutal. Well, there's nothing left here that'll leave us hunger for more. Indeed, yes, indoodle. Am I desperate for rhymes? Yes, indeed. But will that stop me? No. No. I have quite the great amount of greed. When it comes to rhyming, indeed. Not bad, not bad, not bad, you see. Jaguar Claw, no need for that, you see. He will offer it to the gods, make it worthwhile trade, you see. I remember this being beta. A lot simpler, you see. There we are indeed. And nothing so simple has ever been done before indeed. Moving on, moving forward. Got improvements as you get, you know. More damage for me. Oh, pleasure, you see. As our dagger grows powerful, each passing day now. Oh, and now venture to the unknown. See what there is to see. Oh, is this a challenging upgrade? I guess I'll have to see. But such simple fights early in the temple's life. Righto, indeed. Can't allow you to upgrade the enemies, indeed. I mean, you could, but they provide no wealth. They count not for a greed kill, which means they don't add to personal wealth. Ah, how boring indeed. Yes. Yeah, I'll give it a try. A change, indeed. Bombs, how boring. Indeed, but a trade must be made. Hey, don't you see? Well, we face our first champion quite easily, indeed. No need to stop, no need to be in a rush. No need to push too fast as to get ourselves on the wrong end of a blunderbuss. And there we go. Oh, hit him in the back. What an easy foe. Oh, skill he truly does lack. His pets panthers are easy to slay. Such a shame aim for a champion. He is quite easy to bring low indeed. Shame you bring to your god. Oh, it's so pathetic indeed. You consider yourself a servant and a tamuk. He must truly weep. Pathetic indeed. You try and come up to me? Well, You're so pathetic indeed. You know what? Let's see. Time for the underworld. Let's buy what we can. Find something useful for our future plans. Let's see. A brighter tone. Improve our wallet, a brighter time. Let's see. A warm Mongol claws. This is always a good time. And a warm Makana. Our forge hammer is always nice, but let's see what's so. Find something more divine. Claws of evisceration, that's always nice. What do they have on offer here? No dice. Let's see indeed. Let's go to the Storm Throne and see what there is to see. This will be our last run, but don't you worry. If you ask now, well, there'll be more. There's more to see, so don't you worry. We have utter confidence, indeed, to destroy our enemies swiftly indeed. So there's no need to worry, no need to be in a fury. Enter the noble's quarter, and the quarter will be given in no hurry. We don't have a dagger. I forgot indeed. Foolish me. But that's just how sometimes it'll be. I'm only human. I'm only a spirit, you know. We're not perfect indeed. We have our own flaws. So empty indeed. I may not be a true rhyme and may not be a full fae, but as glorious as I am, I'll try my best not to delay. But I see we get money for me. I don't mind. Yes, not at all indeed. Some explosives, they're traps, so pathetic indeed. Think I would fall for that? There's no chance indeed. Well, further forward now. Can't be delayed. Come on now. Come on now. I'll delete my greed kill for you. Come over here. Walden needs to be destroyed. There you go, you pathetic specimen. And really a man, hardly a droid. Experiment you were indeed? The only thing I see is something pathetic indeed. Still tip claws. Now that's something to celebrate. Swift, deft, and brutal. Well, time to eviscerate. Well, for me, a little bit more, if you would please. The one thing good about this is the aspect of greed. Alright then, what do you have to offer? Swift bow then? Yeah, I might as well take it up while it's on offer. Here comes the question. The question, do you go for more gold? Question mark, or gold after that? Indeed. After all, we have plenty of wealth already indeed, but you never know. Oh, might be something special indeed. Come on then, pathetic little harpy. Ugh. Trapped by something I didn't see coming. The price for my own greed in guiding me. Oh well, that's just the price indeed. Not the most unusual thing, mind ye. It's time to collect the wealth we've earned. No need to be in a hurry, no need to be spurned. Wealthy indeed we shall all be. No need to hurry. And no need to be in a hurry. Alright, onwards we go to the unknown, you know. Or maybe it'll be a weapon or an upgrade, you know. Who knows, who knows, who knows indeed. Knowing my luck, it'll be gold indeed. Oh wait, it's a challenge, how unusual indeed. You don't see someone like this early indeed. Indeed. Come on then. Let's slay. I'll leave you slay. And that's done and done. And with the help of indeed, I've come victorious indeed. And a little bit more wealthier. And smarter indeed. Oh well, who knows what mysteries we will find as we venture forth, all in good time. Can't help but rhyme again. I will not be slowed. As our venture continues forth, don't you know? Come on then. And don't you have anything to show? Besides being a pathetic archer, you know. You're of the eagle, you're supposed to be swift, invincible, dexterous. If no compare, you know. But no, you're just another enemy. You laid low. Use the temple to your advantage, you know. You destroyed my strategy. Not a devastating blow. I have fire, so some perception we shall go. Northward, northward, northward indeed. I guess that's where we shall venture indeed. Quite a simple way to slay, wouldn't you agree? As we leave the enemies dead in our wake, make our adventure we go, we shall see. A new weapon? And don't mind me, you need something to replace this pathetic sword or gun with, you see. As much as I enjoy the classic combo, it needs much to be desired, don't you know? And there we go. There we go, there we go. Don't you know that only the start of the show? I meant to block that, don't you know? But my parry game's off. Oh well. That's part of the show. No one is perfect. You can't expect perfection. And I have to go and expecting that. You should be prepared to be disappointed, don't you know? My game is off. I'm a little slow, but then again, Temple is not my best. Best, you know. In fact, is my worst. I'll have you know. A spear, a hammer, or a bomb indeed. I'll take the spear, yes indeed. It's a bit more my playstyle, don't you see? Biding breath. Not a bad curse indeed. Instead of following you, it just breathes on you indeed. Come on then. Don't be shy. I'm quite frankly easy on the eyes. Righto, righto, righto indeed. My greed shall not get the best of me. There we go, slaying quite quickly. All at a good range. Ever so swiftly. We'll upgrade this sphere, yes indeed. It is our best weapon, and quite clearly indeed. Though we could use another. As attributes may be, a better weapon is calling me. Don't you see? Come on now to the temple. To the temple we shall go, slaying many of our foes. Up north we shall travel, blistering speed, as mines try to blow us up at our feet. Who knows? Who knows? What this adventure may bring. Come on. Damn it, indeed. That's more interesting and straight. What we straight up had before, you know. No, our sake of uniqueness and the quality that it provides. I'll take it. I won't mind. Yell at me for missing gold all you want. I don't need it, indeed. I don't care much about this, you see. I have adventures to go on. I have things to see. And before I end the stream, don't you see? Age of Empires 2 is exhausting. I love it to bits. There's so much I can handle before I'm blitzed. It's tired of all my wits. There we go. Oh, quite greedy of me? Yeah, but it works, yes indeed. Greedy kills is greedy. Oh, how greedy of me. But you know, nothing can ever stop me. I do care for you, chat. Thank you indeed. Venomous fangs. A better weapon indeed. But yeah, thank you, chat, for sticking with me. If you are here. Or because, well, I enjoy Age of Empires 2, don't mind me, but sometimes I need a break, don't you see? Age of Empires 2 is a very tiring game indeed. There we go indeed. But yes, this temple's about mastering your swiftness indeed. For it doesn't matter how skilled you are, you can't dodge attacks, you're in for a great deal of harm. But now we will find victory, don't you know? Nothing will stop us now. I'm in a good flow. Come on now, don't be shy. I'm just gonna send you to the afterlife. After all, a lord like you should be resting with his nobility Oh no, Bills, don't you know? So tired am I through this adventure. Hmm. I've come, I've saw. Everything has been ventured. If I suspect right, there's nothing to light up this noble's quarters tonight, but that's to be expected. It's so greedy, haven't I? I think that'll be enough for tonight. I tried my best and had a good time, but overall, I need some rest tonight. Seriously, it has been a delight, don't you mind? But truthfully, we all need rest sometimes, and quite frankly, what happened stressful enough to make me blind. If my internet didn't go out for 15 minutes, I probably would have played and into China out. But Genghis Khan, I love the campaign, but it's exhausting without doubt. So I feel it's time for me to leave you all. I've had a good time indeed. But right now I need some good rest. I had fun indeed. Thank you for coming. I love you all so much. Have a good evening, day or night, or morning, depending on where I'm from indeed. So take care now. Yourselves and of others. But you know, that's how, I mean, that's a bad way to put it, but I hope you do well. Take care now, and take care of yourself. It's for the best, you know, to be well.